God.
A tornado has been confirmed. Protect yourself from flying debris.
The weather. An uncontrollable force. Unlocking life. And unleashing chaos. As our planet heats up, the weather is getting more extreme.
Oh my God!
More terrifying.
That is insane.
We're gonna lose everything.
And even more catastrophic.
God damn it, go!
With incredible self-shot footage.
Golf ball sign failed!
It seemed like a war zone.
From the front line of fear.
The heat and the smoke, it was so intense.
We witness firsthand.
We can't stop the water. Water is the strongest force we have on Earth.
The wrath of Mother Nature.
Do you see flames from where you are right now?
In every direction, yes.
Large tornado!
From twisted tales of terror.
It looked like a bomb went off.
Earth-shattering natural disasters.
We didn't have time to get out.
We felt a huge earthquake.
And stories of sheer destruction.
It was sad. Like I've never seen the devastation with my own eyes.
We meet the people who have stared death in the face.
I was under the water and fighting for my life.
Absolutely crazy.
Oh my God! Oh my God, oh my God.
And survive the full force of the world's deadliest weather. Coming up, stuck in the middle of a hurricane.
Oh, wow.
With a flat tire and in the line of fire.
It's like lethal tumbleweed.
In Canada, nowhere to go.
This is a disaster.
As homes are washed downriver.
Oh, my tree! Oh. I was crying and I said, I don't want to die.
An ice skater is on thin ice in New Jersey.
Get away! Get away!
And a cliff edge in Brazil collapses after heavy rain. In the US, Louisiana bore the brunt of Mother Nature's fury in late 2020. Hurricane Laura caused widespread damage in August. Repairs were ongoing when extreme weather returned in the form of Hurricane Delta.
National Hurricane Center is issuing advisories on Hurricane Delta, located just inland over the northeastern portion of the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico.
Gabe Cox and Jeff Mangum are tracking Delta's movements on the radar.
The 2020 hurricane season was just absolutely insane. It was a record-breaking season. There are a record number of hurricanes. We experienced what's known as rapid intensification, when a storm basically just explodes. So you had these storms approaching the coast of the United States, and they would go over these waters that are warmer than average in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's just jet fuel for hurricanes.
Hurricane Laura was less than 2 months before Delta, and homes in Louisiana are vulnerable.
When we drove out to Hurricane Delta, we were driving through the same areas that we had just been in weeks prior, and they were still cleaning up.
There weren't a whole lot of residents present because homes have been destroyed. There had been so many places of living that were wiped away or damaged or still didn't have electricity.
But deadly weather doesn't care. Hurricane Delta's next in line in a season of wild hurricanes.
At one point, we noticed that the eye of the storm wobbled just a little bit, and so we knew that we had to get back in the car and reposition ourselves. And as we're doing so, this extremely heavy rain band moved over our car, and it was an immediate whiteout. You couldn't see anything in front of you. We started noticing the power poles starting to lean, the power lines starting to wobble, and we knew we had to get into a safe place.
Where am I going? Yeah, right here, take a look.
As we're driving, the air pressure dropped so quickly our ears popped.
Gabe and Jeff find themselves in the small town of Gaydon, Louisiana.
That's when we hit a massive rain-covered hole in the road. The right front tire blew out.
We had to settle for where we were and park the car with a flat tire.
Stuck in the car, going nowhere, they have to find a safe place to ride out the storm.
We're seeing there's parts of roofs coming off. There's a ton of shrapnel going all over the town, and it was all blowing in our direction.
The only option we had at that point was to abandon the car and to run down the street to more substantial buildings. And we ran as fast as we could to these safer structures. Immediately, once we got behind these buildings, we noticed pieces of roofs starting to fly by us in the street. Pieces of debris, these huge pieces of shrapnel, large metal pieces, were flying down the road.
So we are not in a great position right now. That is our car. We're tucked behind walls here.
I had to shout to Jeff because he couldn't see him coming.
Jeff, get out of there! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
And these pieces of shrapnel go flying by. It's like lethal tumbleweed.
In 2021, the Canadian province of British Columbia experienced a year of weather extremes. From heat waves and forest fires to tornadoes and catastrophic flooding. The community of Spence's Bridge, where the Thompson and Nicola rivers converge. Kim Cardinal's dream home is situated right on the river.
Our life there was amazing. I would have the grandkids up for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, they wouldn't even want to go home.
Look at that, beautiful. I love living here. Woo!
Kim has a menagerie of animals, but her beloved horses are her pride and joy.
Hello, Miss Foxy.
I have 3 horses. I have an actual full-size horse, a miniature mule, and a miniature pony.
The small town of Hope, nestled in the wilderness, surrounded by the mountains of Fraser Valley. Father and son, Mark and Jeremiah Sterbrel, live on the outskirts of town.
What we have here is a retreat that's in the mountains. We're about 20 kilometers from the closest town. There's only one way in here, actually, and that's over our bridge.
It's November 2021. A long, narrow band of moisture, known as an atmospheric river, dumps the region's average monthly rainfall in just 24 hours.
Say goodbye to our home.
Kim's home is at the mercy of the rushing river, which has risen by almost 3 meters.
Water at this point was just coming right around our house now, like a river.
The river has come.
The water just kept coming and coming.
Look at my home. This tree's gonna go, look at, she's leaning.
Elsewhere in the province, saturated mountainsides crumble and collapse. The deluge overwhelms the Coquihalla River, which borders Mark and Jeremiah's home.
These rivers can go from a trickling stream to just a raging torrent in a few days. It's like a jaw-dropping awe at the power of water.
This is a disaster.
Mike Pellet and Uti Lerner are touring the area in a huge RV.
The river, you know, now it's super brown and muddy and it's huge.
This is absolutely insane. If you could hear the boulders, it's just crazy.
The water's moving boulders the size of a Volkswagen. They're huge.
The full extent of the storm's damage becomes clear.
That's where that RV was. This here car, we're probably only about an hour away from this car being swept away too. All these trees are gone. That's the road. It's not looking great. Maybe say a few prayers for us.
Bridges are no match for the ferocious floodwater.
Hey Jared, tell us what's going on here. Bridge is gone. Lots of helicopters. And this is the Coquihalla River. We don't want to get too close to this edge here.
When you start seeing the damage add up and the rain isn't slowing down, then all of a sudden you're thinking, okay, enough is enough already here. When's it going to stop raining?
All right, let's go up to the exit and see what we can see.
We drove the opposite way to check the bridge that was on the other side.
Lots of water coming through here. Water finding a new way. Oh my goodness.
All of a sudden, we saw a car floating down the river.
The bridge which connects the Stebrals' home to nearby towns is destroyed.
The water's still high, it has gone down, but the devastation continues. Just a couple hours ago, we just had this come down. So now we are definitely isolated. We cannot make it through at all.
This is stuff you see on TV, right? And we're living through this.
Mike and Uti, in their RV, are stranded on the highway.
Where we would have normally driven in and out across this bridge to the north, you can see that is a gigantic, gaping washout.
We are at the Coquihalla River. This is some catastrophic hole.
There's no way out. Meanwhile, the water level's rising dangerously fast around Kim's home.
The water had surrounded the house so fast. And I was just like, oh, not my house.
A mother and her litter of puppies are trapped inside.
Just walking back and forth to get the animals out. It's great. Oh, my tree!
I couldn't believe that it took the tree. Wow, that's close to the house. Like, is our house going to stay?
The floodwater is treacherous.
I couldn't cross anymore. And we still had our big dogs in the house.
I'm in surreal right now. I can hardly get back to my house to get the rest of the dogs out.
There's no stopping the force of Mother Nature. Her fury can destroy buildings and man-made structures in seconds. The small village of Batsiri, India. A huge landslide sends dozens of giant boulders hurtling down the mountain at a terrifying speed. The rocks strike the approach to a bridge at the base of the mountain. But as the rocks land closer, people flee inside a building. All they can do is pray falling debris won't hit their means of escape. But the flying rocks snap an iron bridge in half with a single strike. In the province of Guizhou, China, heavy rains and powerful winds batter the suspension bridge, leaving this motorist with second thoughts about crossing. It's designed to carry cars and trucks, but the wind is undermining its strength with every gust. After the storm, it's impassable. All that's left is twisted metal and major structural damage. It's June 2020 in southern China. Severe floods have softened the foundation of this 4-story house. The ground gives way and the building disappears into the river. Leaving nothing but dust. Thankfully, a family of 6 had fled the house just minutes before, and no one was injured. January 2022, a month which saw widespread flooding across Brazil. Rivers are swollen by weeks of rain. Almost 17,000 people are forced out of their homes due to the floods. Furnas Lake in Brazil, a popular tourist spot. The tranquil green waters of the lake are surrounded by towering cliffs, caverns and waterfalls. Ana Martins da Costa and her husband Alexandra are enjoying a boat trip on the lake with their children.
Linda, o local é muito bonito. E você tá ali cercada de pedras, né? Pedras gigantescas, tipo 30, 40 metros de altura.
Eu acredito que devia ter de 9 a 10 lanchas no local. Nunca passou pela cabeça da gente que pudesse acontecer qualquer coisa de ruim naquele passeio.
Boat pilot Junior Gianna is taking visitors on a tour of the canyons.
Então tem a cachoeira de um lado e a cachoeira do outro. E aquela alegria, o pessoal tirando foto, curtindo música, tudão.
But the danger of rockfall is high in rainy months. And the recent downpour which drenched the state may have loosened the rock face. Suddenly, the cliff face begins to crumble.
A gente viu umas pedras pequenininhas caindo, a gente até achou que fosse normal, ninguém assustou. Logo depois caíram umas pedras um pouco maiores, aí a gente assustou.
Boat pilots and passengers shout to warn those closest to the cliff. Junior can hear the commotion. His boat is on the other side of the canyon.
Aí o pessoal gritando, sai, sai, tá caindo pedra, tá caindo pedra, tá caindo pedra.
Then, disaster strikes.
Eu tava no barco, olhei pra cima, vi aquela pedra gigantesca caindo.
For some, there's no time to escape.
E questão de segundos veio uma onda gigantesca, cobriu a nossa lancha, uma água escura. Aí todo mundo foi para debaixo d'água.
Ao mesmo tempo que a pedra caiu, a onda veio e atingiu a lancha afundou muito rapidamente em questão de minutos. O sentimento é de pânico, né? De que você vai morrer, né?
Gente, eu lembro muito tipo de relance, tipo filme, fraga a cena, a correria, assim, o pessoal gritando, pedindo ajuda.
It's a chaotic struggle to survive.
Eu olhei pra frente e já vi o pessoal, as famílias gritando, pedindo ajuda.
Anna and her family are all in the water.
Aí olhei pro lado, vi uma criança com 2 pedras assim em cima do peito.
The child is their youngest son, Henrique.
Aí eu ajudei, parei minha lancha, tirei ele, pegou e entrou para dentro da lancha também.
Junior manages to scoop Anna and her family out of the water.
No ponto, eu levei, no caso, no ponto mais próximo, que era a Lagoa Azul.
Emergency services arrive and help tourists to shore. Everyone is in shock. Tragically, 10 people didn't make it back, and 32 people were injured. Anna and her family escaped with cuts, bruises, and broken bones. Officials suggest that heavy rain in the area could have contributed to the rockfall.
Foi assim, eu falo que foi filme de terror que a gente viveu.
Pelas vítimas, das 10 pessoas que morreram lá no acidente, mas fica uma gratidão muito grande também a Deus pelo livramento que nós tivemos, né?
For the family, the date of the accident now has a new meaning.
Agora a gente tem uma nova data de aniversário. Falei que agora a gente tem que comemorar isso todo ano, porque a gente renasceu.
Back in Canada, torrential rainfall in British Columbia has led to landslides and unprecedented flooding. Kim Cardinal owns a retirement property on the river near the community of Spence's Bridge.
There goes the pump house. The next will be the house. Lauren's driving the truck through the water to get the dogs.
This has never happened before. Why is it happening now? Like, I just kind of went into a bit of a shock, I think.
The town of Hope. Non-stop rain has led to the collapse of bridges. 10 miles west is the Coquihalla Highway, the main route in and out of the town.
You see these highways and you think that is something stationary that should never move. And then all of a sudden you come back to it and it's gone.
The Stebrel family are cut off from the outside world.
The road crews can clean up a mudslide pretty quick. Within, a couple of days, they can punch through. But then when we saw that these bridges were being taken out as well, it's something you see in an apocalyptic movie, and it's just so jaw-dropping.
Mike and Uti are stranded on the same stretch of highway.
This is serious, like we're stuck here.
They're caught between 2 broken bridges.
Michael, nothingness. We are in between the highway, stuck. This side, the bridge is gone.
We're standing there, we're like, is this really happening? But we can see
spooky.
It. We're like, okay, well, obviously it's happening and there's no bridge. Now we're stuck. We know we're stuck.
Just past this way, there's about 30 or 40 cars that were stuck there yesterday. And we'll stay there. I think there's still people in it. I saw lights on.
Rescue teams swoop in to save 250 people cut off by a mudslide. Amidst the chaos, no one knows Mike and Uti are also trapped. In Spence's Bridge, Kim and her husband Lorne are trying to rescue their dogs.
Getting the dog out. Come on, Maggie, had a girl. Come on, baby.
My husband was going back and forth getting animals out. I was crying. He carried the puppies out in a carry kennel.
A day nobody wants to remember.
The next day, Mark and Jeremiah head out in search of another escape route.
Hey, there's someone there.
We thought, oh my goodness, somebody else is here. He pulled up and it was this guy named Mike, and we introduced ourselves. And
you guys stuck here? Oh man, yeah, holy smokes.
Mike Mallet.
Mike and Uti join the Stebrels looking for a way out.
We're gonna see if we can actually make it to the other side of the highway. There's a service road on the other side that could possibly take us across a couple of the out bridges, and we can make it to town possibly. We'll see.
There was one more way that we thought we could get a vehicle out, And it was by utilizing some of the forestry roads.
We came to it, and the approach on the highway side had actually been completely washed away.
There's just no way out.
Further north, a landslide in the night has washed Kim's dream home downriver.
I just broke down and I said to my husband, I was crying, and I said, I don't want to die. And my husband put his arms around me and he said, Kim, if it happens, at least we're together.
Our home is gone. Everything. The chicken coop, all the peacocks. And we just, by the nick and grace, got the horses out. And as soon as we got them out, because they ripped up by the road, the whole road went.
Kim's isolated on an island of highway with her husband and their animals.
We were trapped.
The tree never ever was there before. We don't even know where it came from. This little piece of land here that I'm standing on, all the way around to down there where you can see there with the fire. The road is gone completely. Nobody comes, nobody looks, and we don't have cell phone service. You think they would be sending helicopters over or something?
With no hope of rescue, Kim fears for her beloved horses.
The road has gone so bad, and I'm gonna have to turn these guys loose because I can't get them out. Winter should be smart enough to go way up there. We hope he's Spicy, but Spicy's not gonna stand a chance because the cougars are gonna take her. And they won't, I know they won't come and get them out of here.
I was saying goodbye to them.
I love you, Winter.
In Louisiana, Gabe Cox is stuck in a small town with a flat tire in the middle of Hurricane Delta.
So we're just hunkered down here until the worst of it ends.
I heard this roar. And when I peeked around the edge of this building, an entire roof was crashing down the road straight towards the wall I was at. I had a split second to get back behind the wall.
Oh, cow.
It was a deafening sound of this entire roof, and I could see sparks flying. We would see whole roofs getting ripped off.
Gabe's sheltering with his friend, Jeff Mangum.
You're hearing unnatural sounds. You're hearing pieces of roofs and gas stations and homes literally be pulling off of the foundations or the tops of these buildings, and they make these horrible sounds. We finally decided that we're going to make a run for it back to the car, and we were going to try at some point to change the tire.
Jeff makes it to the car, but the danger's not over.
I turned my camera to face the building that Jeff is parked behind just in time to see the entire roof of that building come flying off. The roof rips off and lands directly behind Jeff as he's sitting in the car. And it's sending sparks, it's sending debris flying.
Despite the flying sheets of metal, they have to get the tire changed.
We've got to go ahead and replace our flattened out so we can get the heck out of here.
Changing the tire was really risky. The difference is now we can't see the debris, we just hear it.
Yeah, roof's coming off above us.
We had pieces of debris blowing over us and blowing around us. And Jeff was laser focused on fixing that tire, and I was keeping an eye on his back.
Oh, geez.
With the tire fixed, they can finally make their escape and head for safer ground.
I feel extremely lucky to have walked away from that experience, not only alive, but uninjured. It was really remarkable.
Everything has worked out okay. We're safe, and we have some stories to tell.
As they drive out of town, Delta's continuing to heap more misery on an area still heavily bruised by recent hurricanes.
Never underestimate the power of these storms. They can fluctuate so quickly.
It's just a tragic situation and a reminder that Mother Nature is a real force to be reckoned with.
Lake Musconetcong in New Jersey, a reservoir covering over 300 acres. It's January 2022. The area is experiencing the coldest weather of the year. The water has frozen over and transformed the reservoir into a perfect place for ice fishing and skating. It's a playground for biker Rodrigo Oborski.
When the lake freezes, I start the tires with nails and I go on the ice and do some drifting, wheelies. When you drive on the ice, it's a different experience. It's like nothing else. There's some risk involved, like obviously you can go through the ice.
Officer Robert Popelka from Stanhope Police Department gets a call about a man who's fallen into the frozen lake.
He headed over to Netcong. Apparently there's people in the water. There was a motorcycle out on the ice that was riding that hit a soft patch of ice and fell through. We got a call that the vehicle and the subject was possibly in the water.
The man in the ice is Rodrigo, who's stranded 400 meters from shore.
I flew over the handlebars, I hit the ice, broke through. I'm like freaking out. Something takes over and you just do whatever you have to do to survive. I was able to jump back on the ice. Immediately I started to freeze.
Officer Popelka pulls up at the lake.
You got people in the water, right?
But a fisherman has already fallen in while trying to help Rodrigo. Another police officer is already out on the ice.
He had a rope and was trying to pull a male out of the ice. Matt, I got a rope! Quarters, we do have people in the water. I started heading out towards his location. My adrenaline was flowing. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Rodrigo's body temperature is dropping rapidly.
Once the time started going by, like my hands were freezing, my ears, my hair, everything was turning into ice.
Officer Popelka tries to reach them with a rope.
Once I got about 50 yards or so offshore, the ice started cracking underneath me, which I could tell appeared to be pretty weak. Give him the life jacket too, it's cracking already.
The man trying to rescue Rodrigo has got out, but someone else is now out on the lake.
A female that was on ice skates started to skate over towards me to grab my life jacket and my throw bag to bring out to the other officer to assist him. And when she got like 25 feet from me, she fell through. We got more people in.
The ice is too thin to hold any weight.
I directed my attention and started going towards her.
Officer Popelka tries to reach her, but the ice is fragile.
I could have become a victim pretty easy from where I was. I laid down on the ice to spread my weight around.
The situation is going from bad to worse.
I got squads coming in FD. If you want a hand this way, we got 2 people in the water. It escalated quite a bit. I was worried, and she was able to keep her head above water. I had my throw bag, and I threw it to the female. Come help me, Paul. Come help me, Paul.
Both police officers heave her out of the water.
She's out. Orders, both parties are out.
But Rodrigo's still stranded beyond their reach.
It's really thin. I know.
I would say 20 meters of open water between the sheet of ice that was connected to the shore and the sheet of ice that I was standing on.
Easy. You need to spread out. I'm trying, right? Relax. I'm trying.
The fire department arrives to help, but the ice can't take any more extra weight.
Get away! Get away! Get away! Get off the ice! Off the ice! I knew I was on weak ice and didn't want to go through the water.
The skater is pulled across the ice to the shore.
I was relieved that she was out of the water and she was okay. I don't want to stand up because I don't want to go in. Just get me over to where it's thick. I had one of the first aid squad members throw me a rope and drag me a little bit to get me to where I was on a little bit stronger ice. I think I'm all right. My fat ass will make it back in.
Across the lake, Rodrigo's wet clothes cause his body temperature to drop.
I was just trying to survive, honestly, and trying to stay warm.
Finally, Officer Popelka reaches dry land. A rope is secured to a rescue sled, and Rodrigo manages to cling on.
They strapped me to that, and they hooked themselves to the same rope, and that was a long rope.
At that point, he was pretty cold. We were worried about him having hypothermia. Get up here on the snow, guys, and pull it from up here. Pull it from up here.
The rescue team begin to haul him in.
Everybody was pulling from the shore.
Go. There was, 1,000 feet of rope out we had to pull in. All right, we're gonna get some weight on it. We all took turns just helping pulling in the ropes.
You're right, Rod? Rod, we're here.
We're here, bro. You all right?
Rodrigo makes it to shore after 45 minutes in the icy water.
Once I got to shore, I can barely walk.
Thank God. You see him get assisted up off the rescue sled, and then they brought him right to the ambulance to get him warmed up.
I've never been that cold. I couldn't stop shaking. My hands felt like they were gonna explode. Like the tip of my fingers, they felt like they were gonna burst.
All right, man.
All worked out, man. Nice job.
4 different crews worked together to rescue all 3 victims. Rodrigo and the other 2 who fell through the ice are treated at the scene. Fortunately, all are unharmed.
Yeah, it makes you feel good, that nobody got hurt. Everybody's still alive. Things definitely could have been a lot worse. Mother Nature is definitely not something to mess with. That's for sure.
Without the rescue team's help, Rodrigo probably wouldn't be alive to tell his story.
Yeah, the scariest experience I had in my life. I was lucky to survive.
Back in British Columbia, record rainfall has been devastating. Kim Cardinal's home has been washed away. She's trapped on a small section of highway with her husband and horses.
I love you and her.
We have a bond. I can't explain it, but we have an extraordinary bond, me and Winter.
A police helicopter spots smoke from a fire they lit as an SOS signal. But there's only space for 1 person on board.
My husband said he will stay with the dogs and the horses until we can get them out.
I love you.
With road access cut off, there's no way out for Kim's horses.
I know a lot of crazy horse people up here, and we're gonna get our horses out. We will find a way.
On the outskirts of the town of Hope, the collapse of 3 bridges has left the Stebrel family and campers Mike and Uti stranded on the same 2-mile stretch of highway.
Here I am, doing my water duty, getting fresh water for us from the Stebrel house.
The Stebrel family share their home and provisions with their new neighbors.
As much as we helped them, they also helped us.
We sure hit the jackpot getting stuck with you too.
Finally, the water levels drop, and the difficult task of fixing the broken bridges begins.
The water is sure way, way lower and super clean now. So they're gonna start working on this crossing, and they're working on the crossing at 192, exit Sawakwa. Things are looking up.
Mike and Uti can finally leave the stretch of highway that's been their home for 28 days.
When we crossed that thing, it was just like, wow, so emotional.
It was kind of a sad day, actually, because we had built a great relationship.
And there's good news for Kim Cardinal. A daring and difficult rescue is underway. All 3 of Kim's horses are airlifted off her property. A unique rescue in British Columbia.
Winter!
And Kim's waiting for them.
Oh, Winter!
The horses are sedated for their journey. 3-year-old Winter is rescued first.
Oh, Winter, my baby.
The smaller horses are carried in nets.
Oh, Spicy.
The feeling of it was unreal, like happiness.
Okay, Spicy girl. Her lips are dry.
They actually managed to get my horses out of there.
The animals are safe and well and stay in a rescue center until Kim can provide a home for them again.
Oh, my babies made it through the floods. Look at them.
Kim and husband Lorne take a helicopter ride back to their property, but they don't have a home to go back to.
This was the back driveway we used to drive down. It's gone completely. Our house is where the river is now.
That house has been there for 50 years. We lost all our land, our home, every belonging I've ever had. That was our dream, and it's gone. When you get gifted to have your animals out, and then the reality starts to click in that you gotta live again too.
British Columbia experienced flooding, mudslides and landslides in a chaotic November 2021. 5 people lost their lives, and thousands were forced from their homes. The cost of damage to highways and infrastructure is in the billions. For the Stebrel family and Mike and Uti, their shared experience has forged a bond for life.
I can't put it into words how much they helped us out.
What comes to mind is you couldn't have picked better people. It was such a perfect fit.
Good morning, Miss Molly.
And Kim's beginning the long process of rebuilding her life.
Mother Nature, she does what she wants. If she wants to take you out, she's gonna take you out.
When bad weather hits, it's animals that can be left high and dry. In Newfoundland, Canada, this group make a surprising discovery on the mountain.
There's a hole, and the poor little moose went down in it.
A moose has fallen into a deep tree well.
I guess we're gonna have to try to get him out.
Each year, more people are injured by moose than bear, so it's a risky rescue.
We're coming for you, buddy.
The 4 friends start digging an escape route, hoping their new pal will be grateful for the help.
I think if we just like make a little ramp for him to get out of here. Yeah, he should be all right. Oh, he's trying. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Moose can grow up to 2 meters high and can become aggressive when frightened.
Here he comes. There you go, buddy. Now, go away from us, not towards us, please. Oh, he got his back scarred up on the tree.
The injured moose gathers some strength for a few seconds.
There you go. Go find your friends.
Before heading back to the herd.
Yeah, okay.
Much to the relief of its 4 saviors.
There you go, buddy. He's lucky.
In Tennessee, USA.
The first thing, you understand I'm here for you.
A calf has fallen into a sinkhole. The frightened animal refuses to cooperate. The farmer's wife provides moral support from above.
Oh, well, this ain't funny.
Lifting a heavyweight heifer single-handed isn't easy. And the calf's not too happy about it either. And after a great deal of effort, freedom beckons.
Poor baby.
In this episode, we've experienced the terror of getting pinned down in a hurricane. We have witnessed horses helped by helicopter. We've learnt the cold truth about the dangers of thin ice. And next time, there will be more. Because deadly weather stops for no one.